Hey everyone, welcome back to my Halloween edition reviews. It's the last night. Happy Halloween, by the way. Hopefully you're all having a safe trip back home. Uh, and I'm talking about like the people that are 5 hours ahead of me and whatnot. Uh, and for the people out there trick or treating, hopefully it's all going well. Uh, if there's anybody dressed up like Michael Myers, uh, cool thing. At least you're keeping the movie spirit of Halloween alive. um, it's time now to review Halloween Resurrection. Uh, the reason I didn't talk about the ending to H2O is because this movie makes the ending pointless. But it is a cool ending for H2O, and H2O should have been the last one. Um, this one's pretty much takes, if you took Halloween and added a little bit of internet reality to it, that's pretty much what you get. And why Jamie Lee Curtis is on the cover, I have no clue. Uh, yeah, she's in the movie, but only for a good 5, maybe 6 minutes. Uh, so the first 15 minutes of the film I did not like. And spoiler, Jamie Lee Curtis dies. Spoiler. Yeah, I spoiled the beginning. Duh. It's the beginning, so I pretty much didn't spoil anything. Uh, Pretty much, this one's about this internet reality show called Dangertainment wants to do a tour of the Michael Myers house. And it, the Dangertainment channel is run by a guy named Freddy, played by Busta Rhymes. I will get to the famous line out of this movie, but you're gonna have to wait. Uh, he gathers a bunch of college kids together to be the contestants in the show, but being that it's Michael Myers' hometown in Haddonfield, Illinois, and it's his house, there's a lot of death that ensues in this film. Sadly, we don't get to see Tyra Banks die, although she does get killed, but we see it off camera. Uh, we just see the aftermath. And the other main character, other than Busta Rhymes, is a woman by the name of Bianca. I'm trying to pronounce the name correctly. Alkiach. She plays the character of Sarah, and Sarah's a nice girl. Uh, and she doesn't really want to participate in the show, but she decides, well, my friends really want me to, and Busta Rhymes wants me to, so I'll do it. And you get this exposition, not really exposition, but uh, they talk about Michael Myers' childhood. And I'm like, you're kind of ruining the mystery there, movie. And you're 24 years too late. Just in case, I'm going to pull up IMDb to see when this film came out, because I forgot. And I just got done watching this, and it doesn't say when the movie came out on the back. Okay. Halloween. 2002. is when it came out. And 1998, 20. Sorry, I'm counting how many years? 21, 22, 23. Yep, 24 years. Um, and for a movie that's supposed to be a sequel to Halloween H2O, it doesn't do a good job because it doesn't do itself the service of even being a Halloween movie, even though it's got Michael in it. Because the lore of Michael, not counting Curse of Michael Myers and Halloween 5 and 4 and whatnot, uh, but just counting 1, 2, H2O, and Resurrection. The point of Michael was for him to kill his entire family. Jamie Lee Curtis was not the last one. You still had to deal with his nephew, played by Josh Hartnett. Um, and Josh Hartnett and the character of John is nowhere to be seen out of this entire movie. And I'm like, what, did you just forget about him or what? Because, in my eyes, the point of the Michael Myers films were he wanted to kill his family. And, of course, kill other people along the way while he gets to his target. But why? I mean, why? I'm not going to say why he wants to kill his family because that takes away the mystery of Michael. But why do a completely disservice to the Halloween franchise? I guess this is mostly for money reasons. Dimension uh, wanted money and whatnot about this movie. And the thing about this I did not like, it set it up for a sequel, and on the 25th anniversary, not 25th anniversary, but Halloween 25 Years of Terror, uh, they they do a thing for women. They could be cast in the ninth Michael Myers movie. Sadly, none of those people uh, get their prize because they never made a ninth Halloween movie. And they just made a remake 5 years later. In 2007, we get the Rob Zombie's Halloween. If I ever get it on DVD again, and I will not get it in the R-rated version, I want the unrated version, because usually when it comes to movies, I like to have them in the director's cut versions. Like Spawn, I got the director's cut of that, which is pretty much the default DVD of the regular DVD of the movie, which is R-rated, by the way. Anyways, do I like the film? Yes, but it's not terrifying, says ABC TV. They say it's terrifying, but it's not terrifying. One hell of a fun movie. It's it's all right. It's a good trip. Uh, Surprising and fun. Smart, no, because how many movies are out doing the reality show thing, both internet reality and TV reality? Hell, we have Suicide Girls Must Die, which I actually saw that. I was hoping it would have been a good movie, but yeah, no, it wasn't a good movie. We've got 2001 Maniacs, The Field of Screams. Let me get that out real quick. I'll probably review this at some point. "2001 Maniac: The Field of Screams." It's an alright movie, but not one of my favorites. This is better than 2001 Maniac's Field of Screams, that's for sure. And here we get our characters. Sarah, Rudy, played by Sean Patrick Thomas. Donna, who I swear, the woman, Daisy McCracken, she looks a hell of a lot like a young Julianne Moore. Am I the only one who thinks that? But anyways, we also get Jim, who is a douchebag, who just wants sex. Then we get Bill, played by Thomas Ian Nicholas, who you might remember him from the American Pie series. Miles Barden, played by Ryan Merriman. We never hear that name, Miles, mentioned out of the entire movie. We see him as Deckard. That's his username on the internet, so yeah, they could have just went with Deckard. Ryan Merriman, he's a good actor. I liked him in the Disney movie Smart House. I liked him in Final Destination 3. And I like him in this movie. And then we get Nora, played by Tyra Banks. Oh, America's Next Top Model. I'm not a Tyra Banks fan. Not at all. Scott, who's at the beginning of the film Billy Kay. Donald, who's one of the security guards at the mental institution, where Laurie Strode is being kept. Sorry, I'm gonna turn down the TV because I'm gonna play the rest of the credits. And while I do that, the cast didn't annoy me. Like, the cast did their job. Okay. We also get a person by the name of Charlie. He gets a good death. I'm not gonna go through the whole plot, but pretty much the gist of the plot is an internet reality show wants to go to the Michael Myers house. And Michael Myers starts killing them off one by one. That's pretty much the plot. The deaths. I like them. I do like the deaths. We get camera stand, the I forget what they're called. The stand, pretty much, of the camera. The tripod thing. The tripod gets shoved into a person's neck. That's pretty cool. We get Jamie Lee Curtis's death, where she gets stabbed and dropped from the balcony, not balcony, but roof of the insane asylum. We get a hanging by a cable. We get a beheading. We get somebody being pushed into the pretty much the gate, part of the gate is like pointed out, and we see somebody get pushed into it, and it goes all the way through, uh, from the back all the way to the chest. We get a skull crack, which is um, pretty much we see that in Halloween 4, but not as bloody. Uh, we get somebody being stabbed and hung on a door. Many might remember that death from the first movie, so it puts nods to the other films. Um, we get a throat slash. Mm, the kills are pretty decent. I like them, and they're practical. I liked it. The effects were practical, even though the movie isn't gory, but the little bits that you do see, they're practical, so I like that. Um, does it make the movie better? No, but the movie is good. I will give it that. Um, but H2O is better. And almost all the Halloweens, except for Halloween Part 5 and because of Michael Myers, they're not better than this movie, but this movie's better than them. Uh, Curse of Michael Myers I like, but this movie's better than Curse of Michael Myers. I will review that if I ever get it. But I don't see myself getting it anytime soon, and I do not want the producer's cut. I don't like it. I saw it once, never will I watch it again. Mm, the character development, there is none. Unless you're gonna count Busta Rhymes' character. Um, Close to the end, we end up seeing Busta Rhymes try and kick Michael Myers' ass, and he bashes through the burning door of the garage, and he ends up saying the line you hear in the trailer. They cut out the word in the trailer, but he ends up saying, "Trick or treat, motherfucker," and that made me smile. I got a good chuckle out of it. Um, and then he says something else where he's talking to the camera crew for the news. He ends up saying, "How am I feeling right now? Feel this," and he just punches the camera, and that made me smile too. Do I like his music, Busta Rhymes' music? Some of his songs are alright, I guess. Not a big Busta Rhymes fan, but I do like some of his music. Um, and speaking of the music, we really only get one song. It's mostly score that we get, but the licensed soundtrack there pretty much isn't any. Uh, the score I thought was really good, and the guy who directed this, Rick Rosenthal, I think he did a capable job on the movie. Um, and what I mean by this was a cash in from Dimension, to me it felt like they were just trying to make money off of the title Halloween. Uh, and Michael is in the movie a good amount, and there's this funny part where Busta Rhymes is dressed up like Michael Myers, and Michael ends up coming up behind him, and Busta Rhymes turns around and he's like, Charlie, I left the back door unlocked for your ass. And I just ended up laughing, and then he goes like this to Michael Myers on his head. He ends up knocking on his head, and he's like, go out the back. What the fuck does a person have to do to get some good quality help up in this bitch? And Michael just actually moves along. And I laughed at that. What do I give this movie? I give it a 7 out of 10. Now let me see what Internet Movie Database gave this movie. A 3.9? The movie's not that bad. I give it a 7 out of 10. I like the film. 3.9 is just too low. It's watchable, and I had fun with it. This gets a lower score than Curse of Michael Myers. Jeez. More beggars can't be choosers. Sorry, I'm just looking at the cast on this movie. The budget, I might as well talk about the budget. Yada, yada, yada. The budget was $15 million. And opening weekend, in Brazil, it made $212,443 at the box office in Brazil. The estimated gross, for some reason, it only says Brazil. But it doesn't say much about the box office, so yeah. I don't think the movie's that bad. The film is good. Granted, it makes the ending to H2O pointless, but the first 15 minutes is the only part I don't like. Other than Tyra Banks, the movie's good. And we get the classic Halloween thing. We hear it in every Halloween movie. Even Rob Zombie's remake. I would have liked to have seen a Halloween 9, but I don't know how they'd be able to do it. But anyways, 7 out of 10 for me. I don't think it deserves anything lower. I mean, yeah, to some people, I could see them giving it like a 6. But a 3.9, that's just too low. It really is. 7 out of 10. So, hopefully you all enjoyed my Halloween edition reviews number 2, or season 2. I will make a playlist for this, but it won't be until like probably in November when I get around to it. But hopefully you all enjoyed my reviews. Um, Hopefully you all stuck around up to this point. And the tagline, might as well say it, evil finds its way home. Another tagline for it is the night he came back. So anyways, I will conclude this as I always do. This is Psychopathic One signing off. Hopefully you all are having a happy Halloween and a safe one. Peace.